Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news in Trinidad and Tobago. Former Prime Minister Dr. Rowley is claiming that his name has been placed on an Interpol watch list and is now demanding answers from both Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar and Commissioner of Police Alistair Gouvia about what alleged crime triggering the listing. Rowley suspects a malicious effort is underway by government agencies to damage his reputation and wants them to remove his name from the list. However, COP Gouvia says checks with Interpol have revealed no alerts, flags, or warrants linked to Dr. Rowley in their system. And Prime Minister Persad-Bissessar is now calling on Rowley to apologize to the nation. Speaking at a media briefing at his Goodwood Park home yesterday, Rowley said the first red flag came during his travel to Antigua and Barbuda en route to Montserrat on July 13. He said he presented his diplomatic passport to officials at the BC Baird International Airport. Over to news in Brazil. Brazil's Supreme Court said on Monday former President Jair Bolsonaro may be arrested if his press interviews are published on social media, raising questions about whether the right-wing leader is allowed to talk to journalists as he faces backlash over the 50% tariffs U.S. President Donald Trump imposed on Brazil. In a court ruling issued on Monday, Brazilian Justice Alexandre de Moraes, who oversees a criminal case in which Bolsonaro is accused of plotting a coup, said that any attempt to circumvent the ruling would result in a former president's arrest. On Friday, Moraes has ordered Bolsonaro to wear an ankle bracelet and ban him from using social media, among other measures, over allegations he courted the interference of Trump, who tied the new levies on Brazil to what he called a witch hunt against Bolsonaro. In a Reuters interview, Bolsonaro criticized Moraes' social media ban as cowardice and vowed to keep engaging with the press. However, a ruling clarified that the ban also applies to the use of social media through third parties. Bolsonaro canceled a scheduled interview with a local news outlet meant for YouTube, as the judge prohibited the broadcasting or sharing of interviews on the third-party platforms. It remains unclear if this ban extends to all interviews. And I quote, "The prohibition is that he communicates on social media. It is not a prohibition against third parties speaking about him, whether to praise or criticize," said Ivar Hartman, a law professor at Sao Paulo Business School, INSPA. He added that in his view, interviews are permissible provided that they are not intended to circumvent the legal limitations, such as giving an interview to a supporter. But Vera Shemin, a Sao Paulo-based constitutional lawyer, said she believed the former leader is now on shaky ground, noting that interviews, while not explicitly mentioned in the court order, could still be used to justify Bolsonaro's arrest. And we end with some sad news. Actor and director Malcolm-Jamal Warner, best known for his role on The Cosby Show, has died in an accidental drowning in Costa Rica, where he was vacationing with his family, officials there said. He was 54. Warner drowned Sunday afternoon at a beach in Cocles de Limon in Costa Rica's Caribbean coast, the country's Judicial Investigation Department said. He appeared to be pulled out to sea by a current. Warner was assisted by people who were at the beach, but he was declared dead by the staff of the Costa Rican Red Cross, the department said. In a statement on Monday, the Costa Rican Red Cross said it was alerted to a water accident on Sunday at 2:10 p.m. local time, and it dispatched 3 ambulances. 2 men were treated on site. One was critically transferred to a local clinic, while the other was declared dead after unsuccessful resuscitation attempts. No updates were provided on the hospitalized man. Thank you for watching. I'm Antonio Day. Goodbye for now.